You are now listening to the Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin podcast, a weekly review of Monday Night Raw and other wrestling-related topics. And here's your hosts, Peter Day and Jake Grandi.
Check.
Hello.
1, 2, 1, 2. Buddha monks in the trunk.
What's up?
Turn the bass up. Hello, boys and girls. You're listening to Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin. And just to let you behind the curtain a little bit, we're doing something different. I think he's a little mesmerized by this.
Oh, yeah.
But I got like 2 options of recording right now. I've been recording with my fucking phone and trying to I've been using that for almost a year now. But I have a newer type computer. And I'm deciding to I'm recording to the computer now, and we're watching the waves as they develop.
It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, and Jake's over here, completely mesmerized by it. So just don't look at the screen, bro.
All right. I mean, is there going to be some type of screensaver coming up? Or
No.
It's like a bug in a bug light or something.
This is the screensaver.
Okay, that's cool.
This is definitely the screensaver.
That's cool.
Where the hell? Let me see something real quick. Where'd it go? That's the sound of me tapping the computer because I think I have the mic a little too loud. So I'm going to go to this and I'm going to bring it down just a touch so we won't be peeking at some shit. But yeah, here we are. Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin. On this week, on a week of a lot of great stuff. Hey man, did you get to watch Best in the World?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that before we get into Raw. I love that fucking show.
What's your favorite match?
My favorite match? World title match.
Oh, okay.
But, I feel like that's just a given. So I'm trying to think of another match beyond that.
I know which one you're going to pick.
I'm trying to think, man. I definitely would say I like that 6-man between.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It was good.
It was a bunch of hijinks. That's all that fucking was. And I knew. That's why I asked him, he's going to be Young Bucks, AJ Styles versus the fucking Kingdom. And I knew you were going to say it. I knew it because it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in a ring before.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, other than the world title match, I feel like that's a given. I feel like if you throw that out there, you're pretty much just trying not to.
I think the no DQ, no holds barred, wherever the fuck, it's all the same.
The tag match?
Yeah, the tag, which was not even a tag.
Yeah. It
was just a brawl. I like that brawl between, Red Dragon and Frankie and Kazarian more than I like the 6-man.
Yeah, I think the show did drag a little bit. I feel like it was a great show, but I feel like the 3-way and then the tag match with Cedric Alexander turning could have probably gone on TV.
Yeah, well, especially the War Machine and and CNC
Wrestle Factory, because he had already done the heel turn. I think 2 weeks ago on the TV. So the fact that they even teamed him up, it was you could kind of already see what was happening.
Yeah. And
since they just went with that finish, I think that could have been a TV main event. That would have been a real good TV main event. But that's just nitpicking. I feel like it's great.
I didn't like that match. You hit it right on the head. It didn't really need to be on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I understand
teaming up a team that hasn't been together in a year.
Yeah, and I understand storyline, and maybe that led to the 3-way. That was basically a bridge to the 3-way. I feel bad for War Machine because they got the victory, but it wasn't even about them at all winning.
Yeah.
I hope they do. I guess they've been at it for a while, a little bit, and I hope they get their chance at the belt. ROH got tag team belts? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's held right now by Frankie Kazarian. And I like to think that would be a good feud.
War Machine and them?
But there are 2. Is War Machine heels?
I would say they're cheered. They're faces for the. They got the persona of the tough heel group, but they're faces.
Okay.
People cheer them.
All right.
But I also thought the curtain jerker, Silas Young and.
That was Mark. That was Mark Briscoe.
Oh yeah, that's true. That match was good.
And Dijak. It was only one spot, man. It was only one spot, and it just fucked me up for the rest of the match.
Oh, he threw him over?
He threw his ass. I tweeted him. I said, man, did you ever worry? Like, Dijak, I tweeted Dijak. I was like, were you ever worried at one moment when you tossed Briscoe like 10 yards? And he was like, nope. And that was just
No, Dijak actually... Ring of Honor posted something on Twitter where they're like, what'd you guys think of the show? And I was just like the first person to respond. I was like, fucking sick. And then he fucking retweeted that. Dijak is pretty cool. Pretty cool on Twitter. He's like,
well, he knows where it's at. I just hope he doesn't turn into one of those things where he really milks online stuff. I mean, there still has to be, to a certain extent, separation. You want to open up to a day or to an hour, but you want to have like a separation between your fans and yourself. I mean, you're still a wrestler. You're still larger than life. It's at 6'7", 70 pounds, 260 pounds.
Yeah.
He's definitely...
what do you think of Moose? Moose, this is his first year. Because remember, we watched Best in the World last year.
Listen to my review.
Of Best in the World?
Yeah, I did a review.
Oh, no. I didn't even know, man. Sorry.
You want to hear my review, especially those who are listening now. I did a review of... It's about an hour long because I just wanted to talk about it, and review it. And the difference a year makes. Yeah. The difference. And I went into, I talked about the idea of you making me watch it. I watched it kicking and screaming, and I became an ROH fan ever since. Now, I'm not like week to week. And when sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. I haven't watched it in a while, but it's still like a good alternative. It's not enough hours in a week to be able to look at so much wrestling between Lucha Underground, ROH, WWE that takes up fucking 5 hours.
Yeah.
If you watch SmackDown or even NXT, that's 6 hours.
NXT Main Event Superstars, they got 9 hours of programming a week.
My God.
Yeah.
But what a difference. He came to Greensboro. It wasn't really anything. I guess he saved up, but I was like, this guy's the star in the ring right now. Roger Strong, I've been a Roger Strong hater. He did great in there, and even Michael Elgin. I think Michael Elgin saved face because he was on the fucking plummet.
Well, did you hear what happened with Moose? WWE wanted to sign him, and he was pretty interested, but they wanted to sign him for Tough Enough, not for NXT. Mm-hmm. And he said, I might as well just stay in Ring of Honor. Mm-hmm. And Global Force Wrestling wanted to make him a star, but he re-signed with Ring of Honor for at least another year. And he's the number one contender. Or no, Roger Strong's the number one contender, but he's definitely up there.
He's in a good program. He's going to be in a good program with Cedric Alexander if they extend that.
I think if they extend that. And then plus, I think he'd be a real good face for the Slimeball Jay Lethal heel, going in there alone, kind of, fighting off, getting the belt. I think I can see him getting the belt from Jay Lethal down the line.
Who?
Moose? Yeah.
From one brother to another? Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's what
you gotta love the independents, man. They look out for the brothers. I mean, I do see. I see. Roger Strong's not going to take that belt off Jay Lethal.
No, Roger Strong is also coming to Charlotte.
Okay, with
PWX and the Young Bucks is going to be in an arena type setting. Yeah, stands and everything. Yeah. So we should go to that.
One question. I guess if you were to go Silas Young and what's the guy? Dalton
Castle.
Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
What do you think of that dude?
I think he played. I feel like it's a great adversary for Silas Young. Mm-hmm. I know he signed to TNA, and then now he's back in Ring of Honor. I don't really know much about him other than that.
You know what that gimmick reminded me of? Something from Shakira.
Yeah.
That's definitely Shakira material. It's is there room? I mean, it's like Stardust, Adam Rose. Yeah. Just a little over the top. I mean, I guess in the indies they do it differently. If you do have a really over the top gimmick, you have an opportunity to actually be in the title picture. But that's just too much. I think that's a little too gimmicky. I like his wrestling style. I think it's like a smoother. It's a smoother version of Dean Ambrose, if I could really look at his style.
No, yeah, you're right. I kind of see what you're saying there. But yeah, I don't know much about him. I just like Silas Young. And I think Silas Young's character can play off his character real well. So I like the storyline, but as far as, I mean, I just need to see more of him to really form an opinion. I think he had a great match.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, but you could tell they were getting used to each other. If they're just starting off this, it's going to take at least 3 or 4. And then you will get, because it ended in it ended dumb. I mean, I don't think it did him any justice for it to end that way as the baby face winning with the low blow and the grabbing of the tights.
Oh, yeah.
And I just go like, what? What are you doing? That's what it'd be Silas Young.
I guess this might be a match that they can take on the road, on the tour with them and everything.
Well, if this Dalton dude's supposed to be babyface, and he has these fruity boys out there and, and low blowing the heel and grabbing a handful of tights, I mean, this is foreshadowing towards the bigger picture of him just being a girly man asshole.
Yeah, you're right there. I don't know. Yeah, you're totally right. But I mean, Silas Young got his. He
yeah, but you're supposed to be booing Cyrus. You're supposed to be cheering for the young dude. He did get the victory, and people mad that Dijak didn't get the victory. I'm like, no.
It's a Briscoe, and the Briscoe lost later on the night.
Yeah, but even without that, it's like he has time. The kid's only like 26.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's green. He's young. It's not like let him have his comeuppance. And I think because he's not a monster heel, people think that people when they come to any organization, they're supposed to get the victory over the veteran. I'm like, what, you nuts? Unless they're Goldberg, unless they're fucking Brock Lesnar. Everyone else, just there's time, dude. People forget that these guys are like only in their 20s. But how old is Jay Lethal? Like 26,
something like that.
God.
And he started in Ring of Honor. I remember there was this this rave group, and all the young guys would go, and it was Special K, and he was a part of this 12-man young boy group that was supposed to be a bunch of ravers. And then he went to TNA for a while, and that went back to Ring of Honor. And just following his career, it was just, when he won the belt, it was kind of like, whoa. It just made me I started flashbacking throughout his career, and he really did slowly just step up into this position where he is the main guy in his company.
Yeah.
As far as promo-wise, and I would say he can hold his own in the ring against anyone in the company.
Yeah. But this is his testament now. This is his
cool.
testament. Is he going to be a draw? Can he be a draw? I mean, you still look at the other black wrestlers who have actually been storylined to not win the big one. Cedric Alexander, ACH. Mm-hmm. Those guys actually having opportunities, and then whoever the promotion is to pull it from them. They've actually gave this guy. And you can play the race card all day, and I'm just saying, when you look at pro wrestling, you never get too many black men as the title holders. And do black men draw? It's been an experiment that hasn't been really tested too often. And this is one of those tests right now. Do black men fucking put ass in the seats? With the charisma of
Lethal?
Of Jay Lethal, I think his charisma transcends race to a certain extent. But it is a white-dominated sport. Yeah. And that can be hang-ups. I mean, we can love Moose, we can do all that. But to what extent do you want to cheer him? Do you want to cheer him as Moose, this super athletic guy? Do you want to cheer him as world champion? Do you want to cheer ACH as ACH, this crazy, over-the-top, amazing performer? Or do you want to cheer for him as world champion? And that's what a bottom line. Do we have the same discussion about Roderick Strong? Do we cheer him as Roderick Strong, this guy who's multifaceted in his skill sets? Or do we want to cheer him as champion? You don't have that. It's when will he get the championship?
Yeah, it's true.
When is he ready to get the championship? It's just mind-boggling. So I'm just saying, ROH has opened themselves up to open up doors. They just got this new TV deal with Destination America, mm-hmm. and they're starting off basically. They're going from a redneck to a black guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah, for sure.
that's a hell of a start.
That's a jump.
That's an alternative start. Hey, Destination America, we got a black guy holding the belt. So, I mean, we'll see, and I guess we'll see in due time how they take care of that. If they have confidence, and he does sell. I mean, he does. Is anything else? Is anything else? Sorry, guys, we started with this because this Raw wasn't worth a fuck.
No. I mean, there's 4 weeks of Battleground, and Battleground's a B show, anyways. So the way I see it, it's like 7 to 8 weeks to SummerSlam.
This fucking episode not only tested our patience, it tested our intelligence, it tested our fucking loyalty to the product.
I get why you're saying that, but I do think there was some good wrestling in the show.
No. I think the wrestling in itself should be part of a larger cause. What was great about the Briscoe versus Lethal was that there was amazing one big spot.
Yeah.
It was super technical, cerebral. It was emotional. You had the parents out there fucking cheering, right? Sure. Yeah. And what was going on in the ring was something that was almost magical once you think about it. I don't think there's been a match this year that to me I've seen as good as this one as Briscoe. Cena 1 and 2. Fucking Brock Reigns, nothing.
What about like some stuff in Japan, like the Okada Tanahashi?
Okada Tanahashi was damn good. The only problem is it went too long and it was too many false kickouts. That was the only problem. They did this shit to a T. There were no big kickouts. They weren't kicking out at each other's. It was only one big spot. The match only went for maybe 20 minutes. Maybe, and it was high velocity without a bunch of monkeying around and a bunch of jumping all over the place and acrobatics.
Yeah, it was a match.
No kickouts on like finishers and shit. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And the suspense was built to the payoff at the very end. I lost my mind. So okay, to go back to WWE. These matches weren't shit because there was nothing invested in them. If you want to talk about the raw athleticism, great. I just go, why am I watching this fight? I mean, why am I watching this match? I gotta want to watch the match.
Well, it definitely kicked off good with Lesnar coming out. You know, like, I thought it was going to, like, I had high hopes for this Raw. Once Lesnar came out, I was like, oh shit, you know, like, Brock's back, comes out, Heyman cuts that big promo for him and everything. He apologizes to Michael Cole.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. But then
I don't want to see Brock in these sort of segments, though. These type of segments. You are Brock Lesnar. You're larger than life. You're not supposed to be doing some shit that Randy Orton be doing.
Yeah.
Or John Cena.
But they kind of had to get rid of this Cole angle that they started. And they did back themselves into a corner, and then they kind of gave him a noogie, whatever. Settled out of court. Michael Cole said on WWE.com.
But I don't care about the Cole angle, though.
I think they just kind of... People were going to bring it up if they didn't say anything, so they had to say something. So, I mean, I guess this is not the best way. I would have just had Brock Lesnar F5 him again to say, fuck it. Like, you got Byron Saxton, JBL call the show. I would have brought Brock out as if he's about to destroy, like, I'm here to do business. Where the fuck is Seth Rollins? Get him here. Mm-hmm. And if he's not here, he's a punk motherfucker. He doesn't have to address the commentary. He doesn't have to do anything. Just Paul Heyman spit a fucking promo, and that's it. I have second thoughts. I thought it was funny, but, like, just when it all came together at the very end, I was just like, oh my God, this is what we're doing with Brock Lesnar? Fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get into that last segment coming up. But what'd you think of the Dean versus Kane match? Crap. Yeah? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Again, behind the curtain, y'all. We're just going to go match for match. All right, I'm down with this. We're going to go match for match, and I'm going to say one thing. And I've talked enough. You can do most of the talking over here. Because maybe you have different feelings than maybe I do. Yeah, I mean, I think there was one thing that I didn't like about the match. Kane threw Dean right into the steps in front of the ref, like not even trying to distract the ref not trying to act like he saw a bug or some shit. So right away there should have been a DQ right there. But maybe I'm just looking into it too much. I don't know. But other than that, it was a great match. I liked a lot of clotheslines, a lot of like lariats from Dean as always, and then Seth comes out, distracts him, and then Kane gets the victory.
Dean Ambrose just got out of a title ship contender. He was a title contender. He just got out of a pay-per-view. He lost a ladder match to not regain the championship. Why is he facing Kane? He's facing Kane because of a conversation they had in the back. That's it. And him coming out on, I think, SmackDown, interrupting Rollins. He came out to interrupt Rollins' promo and saying he wanted to, not Rollins, but Sheamus, and he wanted to take the Money in the Bank from him. And then there's a moment where they're talking backstage. Anyway, there's no reason for them to be in the ring, and then he loses to a choke slam. Granted, it's off the second rope, but it's a choke slam. People kick out of fucking finishers on a regular basis. Yeah. That's not even really Kane's finisher to a certain extent. His finisher is Tombstone.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me, as I've seen everyone kick out of things, kick out, from Kane no less, a choke slam, and he goes down for the pin. Ambrose was super red hot, and now you got him losing
2 weeks ago.
He's been red hot for a while, man.
Yeah,
he's been red hot for quite some time, and I would say like over the 5 weeks, last 5 weeks, and now he loses the belt. Now he loses to Kane to one move, and his momentum is gone. Now what's for Dean? And I go, okay, all right.
Yeah, you definitely saw what you're talking about, what you've been talking about for several weeks now, where Dean definitely just steps into the position whenever they need him, but then they lower him back down the card whenever it's convenient for him. And this week especially, I would say, is a perfect example of that. He wrestled one time. You didn't see any kind of promo from him the rest of the show, where the last few weeks he's been ending the show. And then we go to Rollins.
I will say this. They do have chemistry. They had good chemistry in the ring. You're right. They did have good chemistry in the ring.
It was like, yeah, you have to give it up to the performers here.
But fuck them.
But fuck them, yeah.
PTP.
We have Rollins and Kane in the back.
Fuck that, man. No, I don't care about that. This is a dumb plot, man.
Okay, well, Primetime Players versus Ascension. Pretty much, I would say this is all Primetime Players here. Twisting forearm from Darren Young into the gut check. Darren Young looking pretty strong, and the Primetime Players took the victory. What did you think of this match?
I have no reason to care about this match.
Okay.
And I have no reason to care. They do all this build-up. They put the belts. They get no heat whatsoever as champs. They get none. The New Day still has heat, and they don't have the belts. And it looks like they're not even in the picture to regain them. Like, there's not even a script of animosity between the two tag teams at all. They're in the ring with the Ascension, right? Yeah. I'm thinking, maybe we're going to do something with the Ascension with the performance they had at Elimination Chamber. They've been off TV for a while. Darren Young, it's this Darren Young show. But they're trying to prop up Titus O'Neil with this whole Dad Even show video of him at the goddamn place to pick up the trophy, and then it becomes the Darren Young show. Yeah. You're trying to build Titus O'Neil, and then he starts off the match, and then Darren Young takes the glory. And I go, ass backwards. Whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I thought it was a great match. I don't know. I was pretty excited for it. I thought it was pretty awesome. But as far as progressing anything, you're exactly right. I don't think they see anything with the Ascension. I think they kind of just moved him up because they had to, because they made such a big deal about him in NXT. They kind of had to move him up. And this tag team division was doing real well for a while, but it seems like it kind of like plateaued to say the least.
It's up to the writing. I think the dumbest thing they could have ever done was take those fucking belts off of fucking New Day. I mean, it's such a multifaceted...
Especially with Kid and Cesaro gone. Like, who else do you think would be... That is the most suitable team for that fucking belt. You have the unique style of the three-man team, and plus they're the most over on the mic as well. So you got in-ring and on the mic most over.
Oh, but you know what they did with your boy Cesaro?
Oh, SmackDown, he tore it up.
He lost!
That was still a great match. He lost.
I'm surprised you're not torn more about this. Because you take Cesaro and you take Owens. Why the fuck are they facing
each other
now? Why the fuck is Cesaro doing the job to Owens? They couldn't find fucking Rose in the back. They would have found him locking lips with Rosa. Yeah. They could have found Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder's just piddling around and he ain't doing nothing. They could have found they could have found even they could have drug out the fucking Brooklyn Brawler. They could have done a million things with Owens. Now I just feel like, did him beating Cesaro help him? Not really. I think it did more damage to Cesaro for the fact that he's our tag team partner. And they're internet guys. These are internet guys. And I feel like they did it in spite. I feel like WWE did it in spite. Oh, yeah. You got to choose one, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I'm cheering Cesaro all day with that. But you're right. I mean, I see what you're saying with that, too. But I just thought it was a great match. And I thought... this match with Sheamus coming out...
TNA transition.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about? Versus Roman Reigns. I'm never really too excited when I see Sheamus come out, I must say. But I really liked how he countered this one move where Roman Reigns was going for the big dropkick off the apron like he usually goes for. But then Sheamus popped up and clotheslined him instead. I thought that was a great way to tie in... You know, maybe he's watching a little Roman Reigns. Maybe he's watching the tapes and everything. And then finally at the end, he gets him with the drop kick. But Bray pops up on the screen with like a tea party type segment.
A fucking pretend tea party.
Yeah, Roman obviously thinks that it's his fucking kid back there. So he runs to the back and sees a very creepy sign that says like anyone but you. And has a lot of like cut up pictures of Roman Reigns. Reigns looks puzzled, as we all were. I didn't really understand it.
This is dumb. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Jake the Snake, Ultimate Warrior. Just odd for no reason. When he locked Ultimate Warrior in this room, he suckered him into this room full of snakes. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
That dumb shit. It's so dumb. And this is what this is. The match doesn't end. No bell, no nothing. I actually was folding clothes. I didn't watch a single... I was listening to it like I was listening to the radio. I'm folding clothes. I'm like, oh, fuck this. I just got... My notes say, Sheamus versus Reigns. Bray Wyatt. Reigns ... Whatever. This is so dumb. That's my notes.
No, I mean, you're on par there. It was fucking stupid. I think that there should have been at least a count out, and then Sheamus, maybe you come back with Sheamus bragging, like overly bragging that he beat Reigns.
Nothing.
Something. This is the guy who won the Money in the Bank. He's got the briefcase. He lost last week, and
that's the spirit.
And now he won.
That's the spirit, man. You're gonna be mad as fuck by the end of this review, man. You're gonna be mad as fuck. You're gonna be as mad as I am.
They're not doing a very good job.
I'm pointing things out to you, man. I'm letting you know.
I hear you, man. And then. We had J&J.
No, fuck that. Fuck it. We get to that at the end, man. We get to that bullshit at the end. You got Neville versus Kofi. And you know what? Why? Okay. Neville wins with the red arrow.
Yeah.
Kofi does the job. They then advertise afterwards that the Beast in the East
will wrestle July 4th.
Yeah, the Beast. It's just the Beast in the East. They advertised it for the network. 5:30 in the morning. It is Brock Lesnar next.
Oh, it's 5:30 in the morning.
5:30. It's in Japan live.
Okay, well, no, because I normally work at 5:30 p.m., so I'm kind of glad that it is in the AM because I'm that much of a nerd.
You're gonna be up to watch that live.
Oh, I got an alarm clock on my phone.
You're gonna get up and watch that live,
dude. I'm more excited about these few matches than I am any pay-per-view.
You're still excited about this after the way this fucker ended? I mean, hey, I get it. I'd imagine Brock's gonna be a little pissed off, and whoever's in the ring with him. But the point I'm making is
Jericho Neville.
The point I'm making is Kofi does the job.
Yeah.
The New Day got treated like a bunch of jokes. They got thrown out. Neville wins with the Red Hour. Great. Awesome. But then you have this advertisement. Brock is actually facing Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
And you're... What? What do you...
Well, as soon as that match was announced, I was kind of skeptical. But I think if you do book it, you should book him strong. You should put him in the ring against someone who should get over.
The dissension right now of the New Day, especially Kofi Kingston, well, it looks like they were going to do like a little program with him to make him look a little stronger, to build interest. Great. And they shot them, even in the final segment, they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you waking up at 5:30 for?
Oh, Jericho Neville. I'm just saying. I know what you're saying, man, but like...
And who? Devitt. It's Devitt and
Owens for the NXT title.
Yeah. But whatever, man. You got something to say about this match?
The next one?
No, the Neville Kofi.
Not really. It was a great match, but it was just that I would say, like what Peter is saying, it definitely did not bring any storylines to fruition. It actually kind of hurt him, detrimented him. Then we move on to Barrett versus...
third hour John Cena.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm not coming on, man.
This Barrett versus Ryder match was perfect, man. This is a great...
I'm grabbing my beer, man. You could do that. You could take care of this.
Did you snag me one, G?
You want it?
Come on.
All right.
Well, this
talk.
All right. This match was great, man. This match was great.
Boo!
Zach, always
Shut
fun.
the fuck up.
Zach, always fun to watch. He tried.
Why are you reviewing this?
Come on, man. He hit him with a great missile drop kick to where he was going to do the woo-woo kicks. Barrett escapes, but then hits him with the bull hammer eventually to get the win. Barrett wins. Looking clean. We said that he wasn't really looking good ever since he won the King character, but putting up against guys versus Ryder, I think is pretty good for him. But moving on to
You need to tell me you just sat there and actually did a review on that match.
Oh, this match was perfect, dude.
This match was not perfect. I'm actually going to drink both of these beers. What?
Yeah.
Hey, how dare they fucking... this was the tweet I made at that moment. It's like, WWE is just questioning our intelligence. You mean to tell me, after loss after loss after loss after loss after loss from King Barrett, as King Barrett, he can't beat Kofi Kingston, can't beat
Truth.
Truth does a jigaboo box with a
plunger.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that.
And yeah. If you're gonna talk about it, talk about it.
I hear you.
Oh, and so Zack Ryder is strolled out as a bona fide jobber. He's strolled out there, and I go, so Barrett's gonna win, and I just go like, okay, Barrett's gonna win this. Why? Like, why is this on the show? Like, this is the best you got, Zack Ryder, for your King in the Ring, who can't beat R-Truth? Man, to give him a victory? Wow. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
Brie Bella got your... Nikki Bella has your finisher. You're... Whatever. You're about to lose your King in the Ring.
Yeah.
Like, just... I would love to see him in Lucha Underground.
Barrett?
Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah.
He would fit perfectly.
His style. I can see him in a lot of places other than
more than Dolph Ziggler,
where he's at right now. Oh yeah, I mean,
that's part of your news tonight too.
Yeah, well, rumors.
Yeah, but like I imagine you want to. Can you do a little commentary?
I'll see where it goes. It's the first time doing it. Yeah, I will be on Outside Interference tonight, guys, so make sure you pay attention to that with Mark Charles. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, and my notes, King Barrett versus Zack Ryder, blah. That's my notes. That's my notes.
Cena comes out and pretty much does a great promo saying that Kevin Owens is a great wrestler, but a garbage human being. It says that he's going to have the U.S. title to fight, and that's why he won it, is to show that this is a symbol of excellence. Owens comes out and says he doesn't give a fuck what Cena says, and you can tell by the way he's dressed and the way he wrestles that he doesn't give a fuck what Cena says, and pretty much just teasing more tension. I'm really excited about this match. Battleground, I would say it's the...
I'm not.
Really?
I once was.
Yeah.
And now I once was lost, and now I'm found. Classic John Cena. This is classic John Cena. Oh, he was so hurt last week by a powerbomb on the apron that he didn't show up. He shows up this week. Hey, bro, your back still hurt? You okay? You need some grapes? You need some deer antler or something? Because, he put you out for a week. You want to sound worried? You want to at least have a stiff back a little bit?
Yeah, maybe popping it a little bit.
Yeah, do you not want to just kick out like this promo and stuff about how despicable someone is when and you look pretty healthy, brother. You look pretty fucking healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it turns into like a promo of languages, and this served no purpose. This didn't advance anything.
That was pretty fucking ridiculous. Kevin Owens, of course, his native language is French from the region he's from in Canada. And a funny side note is he actually learned English from watching Raw, which is kind of funny. I learned that on the culture.
This was pointless.
Yeah, and
I didn't get excited. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was all like weird little tidbits that I knew because, Kevin Owens learned English from watching Raw, so that's kind of funny that he's speaking French. And then I also know that because of the press at WrestleMania time is so internationally driven, that they did get John Cena to learn Mandarin. So, I guess you wouldn't know, but that's like a very niche market that, like I don't really give too many fucks, but I think
would Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and Shawn Michaels be?
No, they'd be fighting at the top of the rank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All I'm saying, that was dumb. This didn't advance anything. We don't, it's Bray Wyatt all over again. Oh yeah, Bray, like whatever, dude. Like Cena. Hey, Brock, you just tossed me 57 million times around the ring. Oh yeah, what? You can't see me. Like, and Owens, man, people think that's some bitch. And I need to do a commentary on the state, and I finally was figured out like why the direction the WWE is going, and I feel like Kevin Owens is the perfect topic, and I wanted to call it Kevin Owens is no savior.
Yeah.
And it just, dude, I'm telling you, I ain't going to spill the beans now, but he's an employee of the WWE right now. And he's not going to do any better than anyone else is on the roster right now. And this with John Cena is the start of it. And for him to have to kick out some French Canadian, it's only the tip of the iceberg, baby. Only the tip. This son bitch could be Rusev. This son bitch is going to be Kozlov. I'm telling you. Yep. Sorry.
Well, what did you think about Nikki and Brie with their new friend, Alicia Fox, versus Naomi and Tamina? Naomi was a big deal like 2 months ago. They did a really good job, I would say, of making sure that didn't happen. And then Tamina, I don't know, did you see how she tripped over the fucking ref? This match was definitely garbage.
Mark Henry got a jobber's intro. I said the Bella, the Hurricane Nikki, Hurricane Brie, whatever, dude. Like
they did win. Nikki and Brie did.
There's nothing. It's nothing.
They did a good. But think about like Nikki and Brie were heels for a year, and then for some reason they turned faces, and so Naomi could turn heel. And then now they don't do shit with Naomi, and now Nikki and Brie are turning heels again. Why did they do all that shit? So now, like, even if you really wanted to give a fuck, you couldn't give a fuck because they don't even give you the template to care. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
And then plus you got Tamina tripping over the ref.
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad.
Tamina tripped over the ref, man. That's inexcusable shit in a wrestling ring on TV.
I'm even looking at the bars and just saw your wave, like, and your voice get bigger. Like, tell him why you mad, man. Because that's some bullshit. We get to Ryback versus Mark Henry, who gets the Jobbers intro. And it's like, oh, yeah, here's Mark Henry. Here's this dude.
Big Show did a great job of commentary, though.
I didn't pay attention to this shit. As soon as I saw Mark Henry get the Jobber intro, I was done. Yeah. I was like, oh, we know how this is going to end. And it ends with a Ryback frog splash. Rice splash.
Do not call it a frog splash. That was a tadpole. That was not as far off. He did not do the arms in the legs.
Well, it reminds me of the movie he used to do when he would go on the second rope and kind of just fall.
Yeah.
But this is like he jumped. It was like a jumping fall.
I liked how,
because he can't pick up Ryback
got his
right
Kurt
now.
Angle on and got the straps off, showing that he means business. You know,
I imagine he's still suffering from that fucking rib injury. So he can't really he probably re-injured it. Lifting up the fucking Big Show.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever, dude. Like, fuck this. Yeah, you do not treat Mark Henry like this. You do not treat Mark Henry like that. That's the moral of this story. When I saw him, I was like, I tuned out immediately. Tuned out. And you got right back in the back, the fucking vanilla-ass promo, and Big Show shows up.
He said he's going to expose him for the frog that he was. That's kind of funny.
He fucking... How does Ryback get over, stands tall in the back over the Big Show?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how this feud's going. I know it's a three-way at Battleground between The Miz, Big Show, and Ryback. I have no clue how The Miz is in there.
Because he's annoying. We talked about it last time. He's in there to basically be the true heel. And again, I almost see an alliance taking shape between Ryback and Big Show to take out the Miz, because Miz is going to. Because Big Show's supposed to be the heel here. He's the big time heel here. He's supposed to be the big time heel. And sorry, it's going to be the Miz. And it's like there's nothing about this. Battleground's going to suck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God. The fucking main
event. The main event fucking match on Raw. Dolph Ziggler versus Adam Rose. They both got their new girlfriends. Adam Rose kind of cuts this like hipster, kind of like really clingy, relationship-y promo with Rosa, where they pretty much say like "I love us," and he's got just a mustache now, not the beard or whatever. But Lana, no lipstick. What'd you think of this? I like the all natural look.
They just did this thing called E60. E60 behind the curtain.
Yeah,
talking about their NXT guys,
coming up.
Xavier Wood, not Roman Reigns. Who was the other guy?
It was Xavier Woods, Corey Graves,
and Adam Rose. And Adam Rose was really put up to be like this really awesome family guy. That he was in the business, he loved the business, and he loved that he was able to take care of his family, his wife, and his child. Right? They take him off TV right afterwards for like for a while, for a couple of weeks. And he comes back, and he's just smooching it up with Rosa Mendes. And I just find it so ironic. Why are you going to do this? Why do this when you built him up so much to be this family guy? Take him off TV, and then out of all the love and support that he gets from his wife and child, it's time to just set him up. The most disgusting makeout sessions on TV you can possibly do. And regardless of what this match is, I just go, man, like, Ziggler's in limbo. They thought Lana was going to help him, or he was going to help Lana. They're at a standstill. They got Rusev, who just needs to not be on TV at all.
Well, they said the ankle injury is getting close to healed up.
He should not be on TV. Just go away.
I think, the announcers should talk about him. Say, like, oh, Rusev's probably not happy about that, blah, blah, blah. So then that one day you get Rusev, you're like, what the fuck?
Go away. When Reigns was hurt, they took his ass off TV.
Yeah.
When everyone gets hurt, you know what happens? they get written off TV.
I thought, but the finisher was great, where Adam Rose jumped on the top and gets powered with a super kick.
It was that was sloppy. They looked like they tried.
Shawn
They looked
Michaels,
like It was sloppy. It was sloppy.
And then we go to the back with Rusev with a hilarious freak out. But this is like you're saying, this is not supposed to be hilarious. It's supposed to be like menacing. Like,
you should be worried about this motherfucker.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny. And then Summer Rae helps Rusev up after falling in kind of a fit. So I wonder what they're going through there. And then we go
the new blonde.
Yeah.
They're going to do this dumb love 4-way. It's a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Ziggler's the new Fandango.
They got a full fatal 4-way not even in the ring anymore.
Yeah.
And why get Summer Rae involved? Because she's an actual worker. Lana's not a worker. Now, I can see this becoming, like, let's just say it was like, I guess Lana has to be in it, but, like, let's just say it's 2 female workers. Then they could probably have a match somewhere, like a dumb gimmick match at some point. The new couple versus the couple over there. At least the 2 girls can get in there and fight over men, right?
For sure.
And, no, we can't even get that. It's a fatal 4-way outside the ring. They can't get away from it. They can't get away from it.
Well, just to make things interesting, what do you think about these rumors that are coming up about Ziggler possibly wanting to leave the WWE after his contract's up?
Get gone, dude. See ya. Peace. Yeah. I think it's all speculation. I mean,
do you see him fitting in anywhere? Maybe a Lucha Underground, maybe a TNA? I can't really see a Ring of Honor or.
I see him fitting in a house somewhere and just sitting down for a while,
relaxing.
I think the best thing that could ever happen to him is to, as they would say in NBA, opt out. Just opt out. Leave it wide open. Just go home and heal up. Just go home, heal up. Come back to WWE. I was watching the Lucha Underground, the All Night episode last night.
Yeah.
Fucking nice. Have you seen it?
No.
It's good. Good.
It
was Johnny Mundo versus
Prince Puma.
Yeah.
Or a.k.a. Ricochet.
4 hour.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was awesome.
That was last week's. Yeah. But I was trying to imagine Dolph Ziggler in a Lucha Underground in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, mm-mm. I go, no.
So?
I go, mm-mm. When I was watching Best in the World, I saw Dolph in there.
I don't think you really would work with a Ring of Honor for some reason. I don't know, just like in my head, I can't picture it. I mean, go wherever you can go.
I think because you're watching from the top down.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I see him going to maybe a TNA, AAA in Mexico, or a Lucha Underground. Just from his style and his aesthetic.
I see him more in New Japan than I see him more in AAA.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, it'd be interesting stir of the pot to see him.
He just needs to go home, just chill for a while, get his bearings, and then have the WWE him negotiate where he goes with his future. And if they go, well, you're just going to do what we say, you're going to shut the fuck up and get this really nice check.
Yeah. And
that probably be the outcome, but it seems it's going to be something different. We'll see, man. We'll fucking see.
Yeah. Well, what did you think about the main event segment?
Garbage. It should have never happened.
I thought they made Lesnar look really weak.
They didn't make him look weak. They made him look like a fucking... They made him look pathetic, is what they made him look.
I mean, yeah, he did tear... he did get Kane when Kane was out there by himself.
Kane? Really? We're going to legitimize Kane? We're gonna have Kane look legitimate in the ring against Brock Lesnar?
He fucked Noble up. He did fuck Noble up.
I'm saying... I don't know. This is the way the WWE is. Because once you think about it, you go, well, damn, like, and this is something I was talking about on my SmackDown review. It's like, they gotta have to do something really, really interesting to get people to buy tickets to see to see Brock Lesnar versus Rollins. It just looks unbelievable. It doesn't look believable that Rollins would even stand a chance. What's buying whatever next battleground is if anything, is just Cena Owens 3.
For sure. Yeah.
This is what's selling. Now, how do we make Brock relevant? Because you just tune out. All right, well, watch this guy get his ass handed to him, but is it gonna get subscriptions? Oh yeah, he's brought down to a level playing field now. Like, yeah, maybe I'll watch it now with Rollins and Brock. It looks like he looks vulnerable.
No, I think what you just said sounds perfect. The only reason someone would pay is because they hate Rollins and they want to see him get his ass kicked. And that was the money right there. It's like, holy shit, this weasel who got Brock's title in the first place is finally going to get his comeuppance. But now that you know that everyone's back, and now that they kind of gave away the ending of the pay-per-view already, you know what I mean? Like, is this...
if they would have came back during the match, during the pay-per-view, yes. I think it would have been an interesting swerve. You really want to make Brock super babyface, have him ambushed, but not ambushed by one midget, a guy who just got tossed 50 billion times, and a washed-up fucking Kane in slacks. It's unbelievable. It's unfucking believable. Unbelievable. They should be ashamed. This whole episode, they should be ashamed of themselves to have any and everybody who loves and watched this product had to sit through that 3 hours. I want my 3 hours back. I want my 3 hours back. I want an apology. I want heads to roll over some bullshit like this. And maybe this sounds a little funny, but I am dead fucking serious. I am dead serious. This was an abomination. And I'm normally optimistic. You know, I've had my moments because they tried to clusterfuck all these fucking pay-per-views in a matter of weeks. Maybe they're burnt out. Maybe Dusty Rhodes is still lingering in terms of like having to keep your head on straight. They're in Indiana, nap town. They took a nap. Writers took a nap. I took a nap. The fucking crowd took a nap. Everybody took a nap. And it's like, no follow-up to the fact that he fucking assaulted a performer, Machine Gun Kelly. No follow-up to that. You got the people with the most momentum losing matches. You got Brock Lesnar getting his ass whooped by Joey Mercury, Seth Rollins, and Kane. That's it. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You giving King Barrett his win-win over Zack Ryder. You got fucking a Survivor Series type of fucking feud about to happen between Alicia Fox and the Bellas, Team Bella against Paige and whoever the fuck they bring in from NXT in the way of Hurricane fucking Nikki Bella for the next 90 days. You got this guy who is fresh into the scene and he's going to be this badass. You got him talking French Canadian. And a guy not selling the fact that he dropped a dude on his spine and he's coming back as if nothing happened. You got a tag team that they're pushing one guy. It seems like he was going to get a solo push. And they show the fact he wins an award for being a dad, and then they cut to the gay guy. And as a tag team, they have no heat whatsoever. You just look at this. This is ridiculous. You got Kofi Kingston about to face Brock Lesnar in Japan, and he's losing. You got Reigns running after the imaginary tea party. Do you see why I'm so worked up? This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. You got Ambrose, who's been in hardcore matches against the likes of Bray Wyatt and fucking Seth Rollins getting tossed and beaten up in chairs and ladders, and he loses to one choke slam. One choke slam puts him out for a 3 count. Ridiculous stuff, man. Ridiculous. It should be ashamed. They should all be ashamed of put this fucking thing together, man. Oh. And then Saxton. The icing on the cake is Byron Saxton is out there again. It sounded like a fucking idiot. Last week, I forgot to bring it up. He's talking about how Rollins and Ambrose are fighting for the Money in the Bank briefcase. How they both fell with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He said that. Michael Cole was like, no, it was for the belt.
Yeah.
You know it's for the belt, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Saxton's awful. Saxton's bad.
Hey, I'm done.
At this point.
I'm done. You want to talk about it? You go talk about it. That was my heel promo.
Yeah, well, if you want to follow me on Twitter, guys.
I know, right? That's where we at.
I'm at JG Pro Wrestling, and then if you want to listen to my weekly review with my co-host, the amazing Fritz, of our NXT review called Faster Than the World, it's at soundcloud.com/JG Pro Wrestling. And follow me on Twitter, listen to me on SoundCloud. Thanks a lot, guys. And then this is
L in Japanese, LINJAPANASC. That's Instagram, that's Snapchat, that's SoundCloud, that's fucking Snapchat. Subscribe, guys. If you're listening now, PJTW Central on Twitter. That's the wrestling account. I tweet live stuff. Subscribe, comment, listen, share, comment, like, thumbs up. Wherever device you fucking listen through, pjdw.com, pjtwcentral.com. You have Stitcher Radio to listen, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tumblr, RSS feed. Right click and load that sumbitch into whatever device you listen to.
Hell yeah.
And again, Fast in the World Podcast. That's at SoundCloud, JG Pro Wrestling. Again, that's JG Pro Wrestling. If you are interested in listening to the archives, the stuff before he started his own SoundCloud, from the just go and type in, Fast in the World on SoundCloud. You come across that on YouTube. Man, I'm worked up. This is crap. Thank God for ROH. Thank God for Lucha Underground. You saved my wrestling week.
Hell yeah.
And now I gotta sit back and wait for fucking SmackDown.
I think it's gonna get better, man.
It's not. This is the worst. This is the fucking. This is. You know what? For those who actually sat through and listened to this, how much time we got left? I mean, we got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes and counting to make it a full hour. Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to the people, if you're listening, for listening to this shit.
Oh yeah. On Twitter, Garvin Stomp, you listen all the time. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Tezza the Nut, you listen all the time. I appreciate that. Kevin Owens Beard listens all the time. The fake Alexa Bliss's account. I'm sorry for calling you out for saying it's fake, but it's obvious. But you listen all the time. Thanks a lot.
It's obvious. That's sort of backhanded, bro.
Hey, but thank you for listening. That's all I'm saying.
That was a heel turn. That was official heel turn. You don't get too many heel turns out of fucking Jake here. Donovan Dijak.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's not afraid of throwing someone 10 feet outside a ring.
He didn't give a shit.
Yep, Nathan Newman. We got the Vigilante. We got Sarah Crows.
Thank you. Good job.
Chrysostomo. Sarah Chrysostomo. Shout out to Troy Miller. Troy Miller Brand.
Mackenzie Hill. Thanks a lot.
Kara. Yeah, thanks, guys. And also, thanks, Dad. Dan Grandi.
Oh, yeah.
Real Diamond Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Con Moore. You got And thanks to you, Jacob.
Oh, thanks to you, Peter.
Thanks. You don't have to shake my hand, even if we did shake hands.
Code of honor.
They couldn't see it.
Code of honor.
We're shaking hands now.
We're doing it. We did it.
We didn't really.
Come on, man.
No. Is it up?
We're there.
What we got 30 more seconds. Any last words? 30 seconds.
Shape up, WWE. We are watching.
We're watching this show, and you're fucking it up.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching ECW WrestlePalooza 98. That shit is hilarious and awesome. So if you are fed up with WWE right now, WrestlePalooza 98. That's what I recommend on the network.
Wow. I got nothing else to say. We're going to end it right on the fucking money. 2, 1. Peace.
You have been listening to Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin podcast. Please tune in next week.